I just want to tee us up a little bit and talk to you a little bit about the journey that you would take or maybe are in the middle of taking right now. So just a couple of slides to get us ready. So as you start looking at athenaOne, again, some of you have already started, some of you are just about to start. You'll engage through that process in our client with our client solutions group. So the folks you just met there, they're all part of our client solutions group. And you can see some of them are providers and others come from different parts of the business and even from customers as well too. And the job of that team, as you're looking to evaluate athenaOne, is not only to do demos and show you what athenaOne can do, but also to paint a picture for you of what your world will look like if and when you make that move to athenaOne, whether it's clinically, administratively, financially, et cetera, right? So we put a lot of energy into that to make sure you know what you're getting into and making sure that it's the right decision for you. When you make that decision, then you move on to our onboarding team. And again, the beauty of this experience for you is with onboarding that, again, we've done this about 400 times, moving a customer from Athena Practice to athenaOne. We know the data, it's our data, right? We've gotten really good at moving that data from one to the next in a way that we can't do with other EMRs. And as I think I mentioned before, a lot of the folks that are on that team are bilingual, just like Glenn and Dr. Clark are. They came from the Athena practice world, and they're now, working on athenaOne. So they understand both systems, and that's a huge benefit, I think, in the onboarding process. And then lastly is customer success. You have a customer success team today. They're fantastic. They're dedicated folks, but it's a little bit of a different model. So I'm going to go one slide deeper here just to sort of talk you through this. And that is that, first of all, behind the customer success person, there's a whole bunch of folks, right? There's whole teams of people that are there to support. The CSM is sort of like the quarterback, right? But there's people like from our coaching and training services that are there to help out in situations that you might need. There's the CSC, the Customer Support Center, that's there to answer questions and solve problems for you. And then there's the voice of the customer as well too, which is a really cool thing that we do, where that team is working both with the CSMs and with customers to figure out, hey, what is it that you want? What do we need to put in the next releases? Sure, the government tells us things we have to do a lot of times, and so do the payers to some degree as well. But we want to put as much of what you need into the product, and we do that through that voice of the customer team. And again, the other big difference here is that the tools that we have. So the insights that we can gain from this network, from the tools that we can look at both your performances and also compare you across the network as well. So we can give you insights into things like, hey, there's some issue over here in revenue cycle. Here's what we can do to fix that. Hey, you've got some providers over here who aren't documenting quite as well. There's a lot of pajama time. They're way behind. Here's some things we can do. We'll set them up with an expert to help them improve their performance, et cetera. So it's all about things like performance coaching and partnership review. The CSM team is incented to help you be successful. That's how they're measured.